Hey class, I hope y'all are continuing to have a fabulous summer. I just thought I would go through, we are currently on week 8, and so I'm going to give you a rundown of what we're doing the last couple of weeks of school. So this is going to finish us out through the rest of the semester. So this week we are covering chapters 13 and 14. So talking about technology and financial information accounting. Lots of great information here. We will be doing your chapter 14 discussion post where you will be continuing to dig into your Fortune 100 company. You will be looking at their annual report. Don't forget to share that in your discussion post as well. You're going to find the income statement in that annual report. Tell us where it's located. You're going to be looking at their profit or loss for the company. And then we're going to kind of talk about what you think, I didn't really put this in your particular information, but do you think COVID has impacted your company as far as if they have made or lost more money? And then when you go to reply to another classmate, you are going to look at their company. Would you invest in their company? Why or why not? Make sure that you use other information besides just profit or loss, because I know COVID has affected some very companies that make really good money otherwise. So you can't just look at that, but make sure that you reflect on the information that we learn in the chapters. So that's kind of what we're going to do for chapter 14. You're also going to be doing an income statement. So you'll be looking at the income statement in your book, in your textbook. And so in chapter 14, make sure you can use that as an example. I've given you all the information here that you need. So you just will use the numbers that I've given you. You're going to list your expenses and then your profit or loss there at the end, your net profit or loss. I have given you the actual document right here that you will see, the document that you will be using. You will be listing, maybe if my computer will open it. You will put your revenue here. You will list your expenses. Don't forget to label your expenses, like if it's an interest expense or anything like that. You're going to put your total expenses here and your profit or loss here. And then I have 2 questions at the end of the assignment, and you will put them here. So you'll do them all in this document that I have provided for you. In the preview, when you submit it, I know you have like a preview pane. You will only be able to see the actual, you won't be able to see your questions 1 and 2. They're kind of cut off in the preview. A lot of students they'll message me and say, hey, I put them on there, but it cut off. It's just the preview. When I actually go and download the document that you attached, I can see your questions. So just a little FYI. Then you will be taking quizzes over both of those chapters. So that is what we are doing this week. Next week, we are... see if they catch everything. Next week we are covering just chapter 15. It's a little bit of a lighter week as far as that way you can start preparing for your final exam. You will have a discussion post for chapter 15 and a quiz. I also put a bonus opportunity in here. It's just feedback for me. So it's right here. I love to get feedback from my students so I can tweak my classes in the future for better experiences for all my students. And then you get bonus. It's just, if there's no right or wrong. I've got 10 questions here, so just do it in question and answer format. Submit it in a Word doc. Super easy. Once again, it's bonus. You don't have to do it, but it's obviously, I think you should. And then your very last week, which is only half a week. Okay, so you will, we're covering chapter 16. So you will do your chapter 16 quiz, a discussion post, which has nothing to do with your Fortune 100 company. Next week in chapter 15 will be the last time we actually focus on that. But in chapter 16, we are looking at different business scandals. I think you'll find this very interesting. That's happened over the years. You will pick one. None will be duplicated, okay? So do not duplicate any. So if someone's already picked Martha Stewart's insider trading, nobody else can pick it. make sure you put the name of your scandal, which one you choose, in the subject line so people can easily see which ones have already been taken. You are going to do it in questions. So like you should have 3 different paragraphs, 1, 2, and 3. What happened? You're going to tell us the background of your background story of your scandal. Number 2, what could have been done to prevent it? And number 3, what was the outcome for the person or persons involved as well as the company? You need at least 150 words in your answers per question, okay? Then you will respond to another classmate's post, adding substance to their discussion. Make sure that's at least 75 words. Just make sure you're detailed and thorough with that. So you will have your Chapter 16 quiz and this business scandal Chapter 16 DQ. You will also have your final exam in week 10. I have put you will not be able to access your final exam yet. It will be available starting July 27th. So I give you several days to take it. Open it on July 27th, and it will be due Wednesday, August 3rd. So you have about a week to take it. But once you start it, you have to finish it, okay? So you have 2 hours to take it. The timer does not stop, so you cannot start it and go back to it later. So here's the study guide you'll find in your week 10 module. It is comprehensive, so covers pull questions from all your quizzes. So that's a great way to study, to look at those. So once again, that's your final exam. 50 questions, comprehensive, kind of pull from all your quizzes, all the chapters we've covered. And so this is your study guide right here. But that is wrapping up our semester. It's flown by. I can't believe we're already in week 8, and we only have a couple of weeks left. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. That is what I'm here for. And just keep checking your Blackboard announcements and your emails and remind. I'll be, for reminders and final exam information, all of that. But it's been great chatting with you, and I will talk to you later.